I got to set them all. Take as long as it downloads the whole thing. I think this is my distance, our distance delivery application they're working on that day. But it will open up the paper for you, and then it'll show you the matching index. Do the internet somewhere. There it goes. This slide over here is the summary of the matches, and notice it'll show you the percentages. It's the highest matches at the top. Apparently black coffee, EDD terms and something singular. And over here on the actual paper, it'll show you where those match. So there's number 1, there's number 6, matches them up exactly for you. Then you can actually go over here to view the match breakdown, and it will give you more details. It'll pull up the example. And I don't think you can see in that corner there. Pull up the details and show you exactly what it looks like. You can actually go to the original source. No more can they say I didn't really copy that from that, because it'll take you right to where they actually come from. So that's kind of handy there. I think that one over here. Oh, this one here was the Wikipedia. And I know some faculty just don't want their students use Wikipedia at all. And this student, unfortunately, had completely copied from Wikipedia. It's amazing how many notes that we get, like they don't think we recognize it. This is where this came from. So I think it's so funny. But it'll show you where it came from. And then you can actually go and see other sources. You can see, apparently a lot of people use the same sources as Wikipedia here. There's a lot of different match breakdowns under Wikipedia, I think, when you go to that one as well. So I think that is one part. That's not the part that I really like. Notice down here in the very bottom where it says you can print, you can get information about the paper, when it was turned in, exact details. There's also that little one that says get class access code for iPad. And then I can say generate code, and then it'll give me some letters, a string of letters there. And when I go to open that iPad app, if I want to grade these papers on my iPad, that's where you get the code. So it's literally, if you want to use it on your iPad, download the app. I think it'll ask you to use an integrated system, say yes, and then it'll say, do you have a code then? Enter that in for that class. And you're linked up on your iPad. So you wouldn't get to log into Blackboard after that to be able to go grade those essays or whatever it is. I have my students turn in almost anything that they would normally type out on turn it in for several reasons, because I don't have to open their papers on some computer and worry about viruses and things like that, and whether it be internet stuff or regular facts, I like to use it for that very fact. So if you have that iPad and you want to use it there, that's a great way to do so. But you can also do it just on a regular computer. You know, if I want to open up that paper there, and I want to put comments on it. This is the part that I really like, is the fact that I put the comments on there. I can use my rubric to grade the paper right there on turnitin.com. And you can also do that on your iPad, by the way. The exact same quick marks that you have on your computerized version, you'll have on your iPad. All the same stuff. So you don't really miss out on anything that I can see here. But I can make marks over there, and they'll be able to come back. Some of these are ones that I put in there myself. Some of them are the ones that turned in. And actually, when they hover on it, it gives more details there as to what you want to do. You can hit text comment, and you can actually type directly into the page, and I can move it around or wherever I want to. If I put it someplace and I realize that was the wrong place, I can move them around, put them right on top of something. So there's all kinds of things you can do like that. You can can, okay, put additional text comments. You can put voice comments. You just want to leave them a voice message and say, okay, I've got something really big and massive. I've got to explain how this works because it takes less time to tell you than it would to type it all out. Sometimes it's easier just to explain it, isn't it? So that's a good thing to use on the voice comments. And you can do the rubric scorecard if you have a rubric. Oh, this is the Common Core Certain Standards, 10th through 8th grade, or 10th, 9th, and 10th grade argument. Somebody probably knows exactly what's on that. Yes, you do. That was one that turned in had on there automatically, so I just clicked on that one, the automated one. You can, like I said, you can hover on it and see what's on it, or you can open it up big if you want to. But the thing that's cool about it is that you can put those criteria on there with the scale, whatever scale you want to use, and you just can go click it through there and say, well, you didn't do what's hot on that part, you're about mid-level and that, and you can have exactly, I provided the criteria for my students ahead of time, so they know exactly how I'm going to grade their paper, and we're all on the same page, and then I can hit apply rubric percentage to grade, and it'll put that grade in there. It didn't do very good on that one. And it'll put that grade in for me. And the students can go back and see how they did on the rubric, and they can do the comments that I made. And the rubric scorecard works on the iPad as well. I've used it several times. So some real neat features there for you if you're interested in using this. Now, some of you, if you're new to Turnitin, you've never done it before, approach it. How do I add an assignment? Right? Now that you've solved me, how to add assignments. It's really easy. This is one of those things, if you're not familiar with Blackboard, be sure and give Dawn a call and see if you can give you some lessons there so you can learn to do things really easy. But in any of your content areas, all you have to do is go where it says Add Interactive Tools, and then just click on the Turnitin assignment. That'll show up many places, but I usually just put it wherever I put my other assignments. Quiz, Turnitin assignment, all wherever I put my regular. Then usually it's going to just be a paper assignment. You have to put a title, what do you want to call it, how many points do you want to make it worth. With bonus, you just make it worth value there, worth 0, and then you can give it over however you want. If you don't want to count against them, you count for them. Put a date on it. Now, usually you're just going to want to use whatever is in the main setting. I usually use the special instructions to give more details about the assignment. This is an assignment that you're going to find called whatever in documents. Be sure and go. Or don't forget, turn this in, this way or that way. Just to kind of check it on. To grab your attention one more time, not before they turn it in, to make sure they do it the way that I want them to do it. And then you just go down there and hit submit when you get there, and you say, now how do the students get the paper to me? It's also really easy. They go to that same content area, they click on view complete next to that assignment, and one of my students said, oh, this is just like adding a photo or something to Facebook. Yes. They just browse their computer. Their name will already be there because it'll know which student it is. They just have to add title, I think. And it'll even pop it up for them and say, is this really the assignment you want? Is this history? So they get one last little kind of a glance at it, of part of their paper, so they can realize that I don't know how many times I've just turned in an English paper or something else, and they go, ooh. So I guess apparently they just didn't glance at that part when they did it. It'll send them a receipt saying that you received it, which I really like. No more, what, you didn't get my paper? I said it. I said, well, can you forward me that turn it in receipt so I can have them research what happened to your paper? Well, yeah, I'll look for that. I think maybe I got one. Probably said that 100 times. I think I got one. They quit talking about they already turned it in after that one. So please forward me that receipt. But one good thing is after they've submitted their paper, they can go in and see immediately that you received it, because all they have to do is go back and hit view complete, and it shows their paper there. Once you've graded it, they go back into their view complete, and they can see it as well. So Eric, you have something?
Yeah, can they view it, I mean, without finally submitting it? So if they've got like a 42% similarity, that I can put in my instructions that I don't want to see anything with 42% similarity, so I don't turn it in, and then they can go back and fix it. And
right. I'll show you something. When you are setting up the paper assignment, in the options, okay, let me get there. It asks you things like, generate originality report for students. You want to do it immediately, can overwrite until due date, okay, or undue date. And what that will let them do, if you'll choose that can overwrite until due date, then they'll get an option to look at the report that it says, the originality report, and they can keep, yeah, they can keep submitting it back until they get it like they want. Because in terms of plagiarism like that, there's really no excuse in it. Because, you know, we have different kinds of plagiarism. We have some students who just kind of cut and paste from here and there, and they say, oh, my teachers also let us do it that way. And I'll leave it because I have tons of friends who are also teachers, and none of them let that's what they always claim, you know. And, you know, that's one thing where it's kind of from here or there, and maybe they just didn't put the quotation marks, whatever, you know, with a little work that could be a piece of paper, you know. And then there's the ones who just blatantly copy from their friends to submit to mother or brothers or whatever paper.
Twice this last semester, I teach a comp class. Twice this semester, I had a long conversation with two different students that claimed they didn't plagiarize because it was their own paper that they were submitting for the third time. And that shouldn't count as plagiarism. But it came back 100% plagiarized, was submitted 2 years ago in their psychology class.
Well, you may, well, I had that same, so
and
my
the Murray State
yeah.
handbook is not clear on that point. So I'm having to put it in my syllabus.
I put my syllabus, I want an original paper written for this class only, not your English paper, not your history paper, this is for my class. If it comes back matched to anything, you're in trouble.
I would say
this is your sociology
we
paper.
just made a zero on this department.
Yeah, yeah. And I know there's some faculties who say that's okay, they don't mind that, but me, I want it, I want to write paper for my classroom.
What are they learning?
And I can tell you part of the reason why I don't like that, because if it was written for English, it sounds like an English paper, it doesn't seem to have anything to do with sociology. It's like, oh, I got a paper, so I'll just submit this. And it's not the content that I asked for, so that you can just make a bad grade on anything.
No other discipline lets them, but math teachers, algebra teachers don't let you submit geometry from what you did 3 years ago. That counts. So why would that be okay with written work?
That's breaking my heart. Yeah, I think it was about well, and you look at how many famous people the last few years have gotten in trouble for plagiarism. You know, that was the end of their career, basically, they plagiarized. Some important things. So, anybody have any other questions about that? No? Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ms. Info, thank you. Great job. Go back to your packet. Let's talk about, let's get out that agenda form. We are going to race through this. This is a huge reiteration, so you can hear it one more time. Let's tweak a little bit. I'm on page 2 of the 2-page document that says agenda. Let's run down through this, and I think you already know that I hold you, as well as Ms. Henthorne and our institution, holds you in high esteem as a full-time faculty member and or an adjunct faculty member. Students can't spell adjunct, and you are in their faith, and you are us, and we are a family. And so, yes, you have other responsibilities in your day, and you serve with us in the adjunct capacity, but you are a distinguished down through number 4 and some of those bullets, but you know, we gotta focus on teaching, yes you do, but you gotta focus on learning, you bet. But you gotta work on doing something in their world to get them to retain and use that information long after they've almost forgotten your name. They kind of think back to 2 years ago, but I still remember this teacher that taught me, that made me believe something. That's what you want when they'll refer back to you. Maybe you probably remember your name because you touched their lives in a way, but you created your learning environment where they can retain that information. So take them to another level and get them to retain and hold that information. Strong academic rigor, we talked about that one before. If you can go the extra mile, please go that extra mile. But listen, I call it faculty abuse when you say for the third time, you bet, I'm gonna meet you over here at UC, and we'll meet in here in this front area, and I'll help you with that. Listen, I'll slow down enough. I'll tutor myself for you, and it's a no-show. And then you do it again, Ms. Acevedo, and it's a no-show. And after a while, your fuse is gonna get short, and you're trying to help them, and they don't want to help themselves. And then they don't turn in a paper. Well, now you're getting to the point that you don't have to go an extra mile anymore with that person. You level with them, say, you're about to burn me out, guys. I'm not going to be there for you if you don't meet me halfway, because I'm going far beyond that. All right, look at that syllabus, guys. I'm not going to get you got the syllabus in there. Just make sure you use that format. Just drop everything into the yellow. Get rid of Jan Wakefield in there. Josh, you use probably a lot of hers because Mr. Boyd would be having you do that, and Darlene. So, I mean, but all your math, you've got all that. But use that format, because HOC, they're looking at us right this minute. They're out. What do we say? We've got a West Virginia, 2 Illinois, and an Arizona, Maricopa County Community College. They're out looking at us with their name. We know who they are. We're communicating with them, and they're checking you out. So they'll go in and look at all of our syllabi and make sure they're right. Measurable objectives, use those terms, use those demonstrated verbs in the start of your objectives. That's very, very important. And boy, guys, listen, one of the key things, if you're not into Bloom's taxonomy, Google it just one time. Now, Anderson's come along with a group, and they took Bloom's and fluffed it up a little bit, changed it around a little bit. But gosh, you can't beat the theory behind the training of a mind if you don't use Bloom's. Okay? Try Bloom's a little bit, and it's just different levels. And by the way, where do you teach? When you guys in this room right this minute, I don't know what your ACT was, and I don't know what your academic level is. I know all you guys are overachievers, you would be in this room. But when you get before a group of students, and you've got a 14 to 15 ACTer on one side of the room, you got a 27 over here, you got 4 27s, 26 and 25, and you got sprinkle in a 9, and you got a whole lot of 18. Who are you teaching? Guys, you got to pull the 9s and the 13s up. You got to work on them. You got to work with them. You got to push the 26s and 27s farther. And Ms. Hinshaw made an excellent point on critical thinking skills. Do you just teach to the middle? Are you boring? Or do you pull them and push them? So think about who your audience is when you teach. And online, that is hugely almost impossible to know what their mentality is. Because you'll learn it. That's where you can push some of those essays that they do and some of the things that you learn, you can push them. Dominant learning styles, and that you can get into Howard Goodner if you want to. That's cool, but you have your same old base 3 on kinesthetic and so on. But change things up. There's your critical thinking skills. Guys, you be the expert. Don't let 3 people from Virginia and wherever it is that wrote that textbook be the official person. You be the official person. You make it. You pull in 4 or 5 different, 8, 10 different resources. You don't let that textbook you're on a certain page and you live and die by that textbook. You put the ancillary parts to that textbook. And look at number H, or letter H. Yeah, assess learning every 2 to 3 weeks. You got to stay on top of that. Oh, darn it. You know what you're going to have to do? This is a pain for me to say this, but Marilyn Swartz will have all of our ears in a box in her desk if you don't take attendance. You got to take attendance somehow. Have work turned into you, but you've got to know when those veterans that are getting VA benefits, they leave school. She's going to say, when did they leave? You're going to have to say March the 23rd, because they're going to go back and they're going to have to charge back on those veterans. Don't get caught by saying, Well, he was here, I think it's February, but I'm just not sure. She's gonna be in your face and in my face. So, take attendance. And by the way, I build it in my classes all the time. I gave them bonuses if they were there 100% of the time. I did something. By the way, you build in your wiggle, don't you? You build in wiggle for May and for December, wiggle, when you're dying to make some way that you don't want to give a grade because you have to put in what they earned. But I always put my 5% participation in. I put in my 5% attendance. So I could wiggle if I needed to wiggle. So sometimes you think, that person gave it absolutely the best chance. I can fudge from a 79.5, I can get to an 80 because of their participation. They tried really hard. I don't give a grade. They had to earn their way up. But I've created just an opportunity to earn. You know what else I haven't said in this inventory that I really believe is? You ought to try something, and it's not on this page. But I had old Harold Chisiba. And he said, you know, Roger, what I try to do in all my classes is, once I get an exam, I have a turnover on the back of that page. I have an old blank page on the back of that exam. And I say, now you guys, you get 5 extra points, or 10 extra points, if you will list something that you studied that I didn't ask you on this exam. I thought that was pretty darn fair. Because you know people, hopefully, will overstudy for your exams or your assignments, and let them write down. And you know whether or not they really study, if they've got a little soap left in them, just put something on the back page. So consider that as an opportunity. I thought that was extremely clever. There's your writing assignment. Students, now listen, you guys, we pretty well walked into this room. Some people don't make it quite so well, and some people